Okay, so we smoked a lamb yesterday. I'm gonna recap. This is a Brinkmann. I'm wondering, there's a longer char griller that might be better than the Brinkmann, but Brinkmann will do the job. This can come from, a lot of grills have one of these. This is actually, I think that part of that, the ash, the coal tray, so it just come off. You really want that, and you want the handles, because this is how you're going to move your lamb in and out. So with that one, eventually, if I separate that, that should work in the future if this one fails. So you put your lamb on here. We started with aluminum foil and parchment paper inside. Did some cardamom, garlic, a little cinnamon I like. And then what I think I've missed in the past is, this is the top of an old keg that I cut off. Don't ask me why. Anyway, there are other pieces. Any kind of steel should work. And that hole isn't necessarily anything. I think you just need a piece of steel right here. Or ceramic or glass even. Then the key is you're getting the airflow from this. And I put this blanket on to keep the heat and the smoke in, which worked pretty well. Now that we're already on a tangent, that's a welding blanket off of Amazon. So there's this V. I sort of did the V method, and you can have, if you have a couple of these that you want to use for that, that's great. But I put this one, what I did was I was feeding them up, which seemed to work really well, is that I could just open that side, push them up, and keep feeding without opening this up, which worked really well. And because the blanket was over there, it was more of a hassle. This thing is sort of failing, but it works. And I don't know, I kept it between 300 and 400. It was a lot of 400. But the last thing is, previously I think I had laid this in the bottom, and that was my main mistake. I think the way it really, to keep the airflow going underneath the lamb, the entirety of the animal, is put the rocks. You don't need this many rocks, but the rocks also maintain heat, and they stayed hot for a long time after the lamb was cooked. But put the rocks, line the rocks up, get them going, and it keeps the airflow going. So it kept 300-400 for the whole. And again, we went 6 out, so from 11, probably wasn't up to 400 till 11. So 11 o'clock to 11:30 to 4:35. Turned out great. The one thing I would do in the future is I would make sure to put water in there. I should have, I don't know, maybe instead of a rock here, put like a couple of steel cups in here, just because you can get at them and keep refilling them. That's the only thing. Maybe here too.